What's up, YouTube? Back again for another album review, and today I'll be reviewing the Beatles' first album that they released in 1964. This was during the peak of Beatlemania, that being A Hard Day's Night. This was obviously a soundtrack for the film A Hard Day's Night, one of the several Beatles films, TV films that they released. And this album, at first, I really wasn't a big fan of it, but now that I've listened to it more, I actually really like this album. And while I reviewed, I reviewed recently, sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. I recently reviewed, Beatles for Sale, sorry, and I said that I actually like Beatles for Sale a little better than this, but I think I changed my mind. I think this album's better than Beatles for Sale a little bit. I don't know if that'll be uploaded soon, but yeah, this album is really good. You got some of my favorite early Beatles songs, and some of the best Beatles songs in general, so I'll go ahead and get into the track listing here. First song listed on the back, A Hard Day's Night, the title track. This is one of the Beatles' biggest songs. Everybody knows it. Great opener, really catchy, great song. I mean, one of their finer early songs. Best songs in general, probably. So A Hard Day's Night's a great song. Everybody knows it. Then we have I Should Have Known Better, and that's probably my favorite on the album. I absolutely love this song to death. I've been listening to this song over and over for the past few days. I love I Should Have Known Better. Really good John song. Really good song. Just awesome. I mean, it's got some like harmonica, just like bluesy, kind of poppy, kind of, duo of that, and it's really good. I love I Should Have Known Better. One of my favorite Beatles songs. One of my probably top 5 favorite early Beatles songs. Then we have If I Fell. That's a really good song too. Really good song. Just awesome. It's kind of like darker sounding at times, but it's just awesome. I love it. If I Fell is really good. Then we have I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. That's another really catchy song, really solid song. I mean, just more awesome stuff. So really good song there. Really catchy, like I said. Then we have And I Love Her, and this is one of the probably more recognizable early songs. And I Love Her is great. Absolutely a great song. This is kind of like eerier, darker, not like dark, but like kind of like not as happy going as some of the other songs on here. But I really love And I Love Her. Great song. Then we have Tell Me Why. This is a catchy song. Not necessarily one of my favorites, but still a very solid song. Nothing to remotely complain about it. So, Tell Me Why is really good. Then we have Can't Buy Me Love, and this is one of their more known songs as well. Can't Buy Me Love is a great song. It's not quite as good as some of the other songs on here, but it's still a great song, and remotely, nothing to remotely say negative about it. It's one of their better early songs, one of their more known songs. So, great song, I think. Then side 2 kicks off with Anytime at All. This is a really catchy song as well. I love Anytime at All. Really good lyrics in this song, kind of up-tempo more, and it's really good. I love it. Then we have I'll Cry Instead. This is a good song. It's not like necessarily one of my favorites, but it's still a very solid song and I like. So, really good, I think, still. Then we have Things We Said Today. Another really solid song. It's pretty catchy. It's a good song. I like it really well. So, Things We Said Today is really good, I think. Then we have When I Get Home, and this song's another good one. I mean, this album is just really consistent. It's not like a great song, but it's still a good song. So, nothing, like I mentioned with most other songs, nothing to complain about it with. So, good song. Then we have You Can't Do That. That's a good song. It might be my least favorite on the album, but it's still a pretty solid song. So, there's not a bad song on this, not remotely a bad song on this. So, that's a pretty good song. Then we have I'll Be Back. This is another, pretty good song. It's probably my least favorite on here. I'll Be Back or You Can't Do That. Even though they're not bad songs, they're probably my least favorites on here. So, not bad, but not great either. So yeah, that's all the songs on A Hard Day's Night. This album is great. At first, I really, I was more into later Beatles than I was early Beatles, but now, over the last little bit, month or however long, I've kind of been listening to more early Beatles, and I love A Hard Day's Night. I think it's great. I don't know where it would fall in my top Beatles albums, but, because that's almost impossible to list that. I did a top 5 Beatles albums a while back, but for the most part, that's the same, but top 10 would be a completely different story. I mean, I have to change that a bunch, so. As far as my rating goes for this album, I'd probably give it, based on a Beatles album, or based on a Beatles scale, I'd probably give it about an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's really good. 8 or 8.5. It's a great album. One of their best early albums. So that was my review of the Beatles' A Hard Day's Night. Thank you all for watching, and more videos will be up in the future. Thanks for watching.